It is race number 1 of the playoffs here in the SAAC Coast to Coast Cup Series, the Bristol 200. And we are in qualifying, better late than never, but a little bit of issues trying to get everything set up and ready. But we are here. We're ready to go. No cars on track. There's 45 seconds left in qualifying. It looks like we're going to have a total of 18 racers tonight. And Jordan Kuntz, big surprise there. It's going to be P1, it looks like, unless somebody goes out now. But I'm Joshua Copperl. I'm going to be joined by Adam Kuhn. I'm not so sure he's ready just yet, but Adam will be joining me here very, very quickly.
Yeah, Josh, this is going to be an interesting race to start off the playoffs. Bristol Motor Speedway, usually chaotic, no matter what league we bring here in iRacing, so definitely an interesting one, especially the last couple of weeks we've seen here in the SAAC Coast to Coast Cup Series. I think we're going to have a lot of short tempers tonight.
And it has been, pretty interesting last couple of weeks overall in the SAAC Coast to Coast Cup Series. I'm not really going to talk much about a lot of what's been going on, but a lot of changes happened over the past week. A ton of changes. Now let's go ahead and quickly tell everybody our picks to win before we get too far here. Adam, are you ready for that, actually?
No, but I can roll with it, I guess.
All right.
I'll go with Cody Webster tonight, Josh.
Interesting pick. I think Cody's a pretty good shot here. He's going to start P5. But you know what? Obviously, I think the favorite is Jordan Kuntz, but I'm going to go with a different guy. I'm actually going to go with Luke Mahone. He is starting third tonight. He's been having a good season. I think someone really can knock off Jordan Kuntz tonight. I think it's going to be Luke Mahone. So that is our picks to win. Now, let's go ahead and tell you guys the starting lineup. And starting on the pole is going to be, of course, Jordan Kuntz. Brian Lorenzo will start to his outside. Third is going to be Luke Mahone, my pick to win. Ollie Reeves starts fourth. Adam's pick, Cody Webster, he starts fifth. Andretti Robinson is sixth. Seventh, it is Micah Walls. Cody Rivera's, he starts in eighth. Ninth, it's going to be Brett Bennett and Larry Miles, Brett's teammate, starting in 10th.
Jackie Tarpley going to roll off 11th here tonight with Roberts alongside him on row 6 with Broden Fleury in 13th and Declan George 14th. Trevor Burns, JCTV zone, starts 15th tonight with Ellis Wells 16th, Brady Floyd 17th, and Zachary Bonnick 18th.
And that is our starting lineup, and Zachary is going to definitely yell at us, or he loves saying the broadcast pronounced my last name wrong again. It is Bonsek, but that's all right.
I don't see him on the grid. He might be taking an approach here, Josh, to start from pit lane.
He's out there. It's actually Ellis Wells. I think actually Ellis is going to be race control. So we're actually going to have 17 drivers out on track. Pace car making its way to pit road. And the green flag, it's get away. We're on our way here. The Bristol 200. Brian Lorenzo and Luke Mahone, they are fighting side by side, but actually it's Lorenzo going to get to the outside of Jordan Coots trying to fight for the race lead early on. And here comes Ollie Reeves.
Ron's a great run there off of turn 4. I've got a lot of drivers on the radio, a lot of chatter. Jordan Coots asked for a black flag. Immediately, he jumped the initial start, and a lot of guys are kind of upset with the admins giving him that clear, as the entire top 5 are stacked up here.
Oh, Ollie Reeves. I'm not sure what happened to him, but he kind of shot up the racetrack a little bit. Luke Mahone. Luke is going to be side by side with Jordan Coots here, trying to fight for P2. Brian
Lorenzo to try to go through the middle. Yeah, I think it's way too early for that move, Josh. We got 250 laps on deck for tonight, and trying that early might have been a little bit too bold for Luke Mahone.
And Luke Mahone now actually wanted to take a peek underneath Lorenzo, stays behind him, now goes to the outside, leaning on him side by side.
Trouble in turn 1.
Oh,
Brady
yeah.
Floyd, we stay green. He's gotten to the apron, but the leaders are going to run right on him, right onto the back straightaway.
And Luke Mahone has taken the race lead. Now we're going to see if he can run away with it.
You mentioned Ollie Reeves' moment quite a few laps ago by now, Josh, and he continues to run a little bit of different line through most of these corners compared to everyone around him. Is he almost boxing in Michael Walls here.
It looked like, Michael Walls kind of got into the wall a little bit. And he just drives right around them on the high side, does Michael Walls.
Oh, Andretti Robinson almost had a big moment there. Had a good save with Brett Bennett on the back straightaway, but yeah, you mentioned Michael Walls making up ground up to P3 from starting 7th, Josh.
I'm noticing that outside line, if you can get out there, it has a lot of speed.
There we saw it right off the start with the top 5 being all dicey, and with Michael Walls now getting in the mix here. Brett Bennett's going to try it a little bit further back, try and challenge Ollie Reeves.
And Bennett's going to get around Reeves. Johnny Robinson peeking out there as well.
You mentioned, let's see if Luke Mahone can drive away, and he's done that. He's got over a second lead already over Brian Lorenzo.
It was incredible, you know, thinking, at least in my mind, I would think just getting that fast. Big of a gap on Lorenzo. Maybe he's running the high line, the speed that we see, but no, he's just wrapping the bottom. Back here, Brett Bennett still behind Jordan Coots, but Brett has been looking outside, and he's going to get to the right rear of Coots. And Brett will complete the pass. P4 for Brett Bennett.
Yeah, we see there's just so much speed coming off the corners on that high line. Almost nothing you can do when you're running the bottom to challenge it on the straightaway. Just behind Brett and Coots is going to be Ollie Reeves, who continues to fight against with Andretti Robinson. He's moved up now to the top, trying to get around 27 to Coots.
I don't know. Jordan Kuntz just really saving his tires, or these guys might have something figured out. He doesn't.
Brett's going to go to the top to defend, something we haven't seen yet in this race. Held off Ollie Reeves, who got around the 27 car. Here comes Andretti Robinson now to challenge.
We've got battle. Back here, Andretti Robinson has gotten around Jordan Kuntz and now is trying to challenge Ollie Reeves.
The lead is off. So runs go up slowly but surely, getting closer and closer to the back of the number 5, Luke Mahone. Was about a second and 3/10, and now that last time by, they continue to cut it down significantly lap after lap. Just over 6/10 of a second now.
Yeah, he's doing a great job, is Lorenzo. Michael Walls actually is closing in as well. Could very easily be a battle between 3 or 4 guys here soon. Andretti Robinson gonna challenge Ollie Reeves.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say this battle continues as Reeves really sent it into the corner there in turn 2 with a little bit of a slide job pulled on the 45.
And now Ollie Reeves actually gonna take a peek underneath Brett Bennett. But it's just a peek. That was it. These guys running different lines. Now Ollie Reeves looking to the outside of Brett Bennett. It's Jordan Kuntz actually to the inside of Robinson. Reeves gets past Bennett. But the battle for the lead is there.
I was about to say, battle up front is on. Lorenzo just got into the back of Mahone off of turn 2. He has been pressuring him the last lap, but it's just opening the door for Michael Walls.
And Owen holds on to it. Michael Walls there with Lorenzo, though.
While we watch this up front, there was contact between Andretti Robinson and Brett Bennett. Andretti apologized, Brett's okay with it. They continue to race on, and they're side by side for 4th just behind this battle. Oh, Michael Walls inside Lorenzo, not going to have any grip there on corner exit, as Jordan Kuntz retakes the 4th spot behind these guys.
Still battle going on for this lead. And Kuntz is closing in. So, yeah, I'd say, you know, the 2 options I had of Kuntz either really tire saving or these guys have something figured out. He doesn't. No, I'm going to say it's straight up. Kuntz was saving tires.
Problem is, he's going to have very little room to go here with 3 cars stacked up on top of each other here at Bristol. Lorenzo, another dive for the lead, not going to be able to do it midway down the back, but he's going to send it again into turn 3.
4-car battle for the race lead. We are, going to be 3 wide almost for second.
See what happens here with Luke Mahone now. Back to second, Lorenzo in the lead. Michael Wall's going to give Kuntz very little room there in the corner entry, trying to challenge this 5-car.
And they are just side by side for second. Kuntz goes to the outside looking. He's in a box right now. Oh, Michael Wall's loose. Now they're going to be 3 wide. Jordan Kuntz through the middle. Michael Walls falls back to 4th.
Yeah, he had a pedal big time there.
Oh, Lorenzo! Across the nose of Walls. Walls hits the inside wall. Lorenzo stuck on the outside wall, waiting for a gap to get down. Whole lot of cars coming towards him.
Luke Mahone.
Who did I say? Lorenzo?
Lorenzo, yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, that is Luke Mahone.
Surprised we made it this far without a caution, to be honest, Josh, with the way they've been racing.
Yeah, absolutely.
That
We're on lap 45.
That was just bound to happen with the way that pack was racing up front. But just impressive to keep it together that long, because since the drop of the green flag, it has been very aggressive. But pit lane's going to open here. Boy, I'm sure we're looking at the JCTV replay, and no surprise, everyone on the field is coming down pit road.
Yeah, so just kind of taking a look at the replay, and there's where Luke Mahone is able to get down back, going straight. Probably a ton of damage, but you know the one thing for Mahone is this is a short track, so aero really doesn't matter a whole lot. He did have a fast car, of course, so this probably does hurt him some. But he should be all right. So everybody coming down pit road that is eligible, I believe the free pass is going to be Brady Floyd. So the drivers that are left in this race, everybody's going to be on the lead lap. Something happened to Zachary Bonsek, though, as he is 10 laps down.
Yeah, he is disconnected from the server manually. He was racing towards the rear of the field with, I believe it was the 97. Actually, no, it was Declan George. It was 2 red cars racing very hard against each other. And I cut to the front of the field, and then I cut back, and I heard noise from those 2. But the race up front was getting too intense. I had to go back up there, and as soon as I noticed the 78 car again, it was out of the race.
So, we are just about 50 laps into the race. We actually have another guy joining us. A little bit of a surprise here. But Michael Kruger joining us tonight for the remainder of the race. Mikey, what you've missed so far? 44 laps of green flag racing. We're under the first caution right now as they are coming to lap 49, and I believe the choose count.
44 green laps? Jeez, that's sounds very clean from what I imagined. I thought it was something not even close to that. Wow.
Not necessarily clean, but
At least the green flag racing wise. I thought we were gonna have like just
hey, we have a long way to go. Let's not jinx it.
Okay, sorry. Knocking on wood.
All right, pace car is in. We're restarting on lap 50. 201 laps to go here for the Bristol 200.
Huge checkup on that bottom lane. Cody Rivera's did not get a good start.
Yeah, Reeves, Coots, and Lorenzo all just drove away on that restart as the rest of the field's all left to squirm for themselves.
Oh, trouble on the front stretch. Shit is. Roden Flurry as he is stopped on track.
He's gonna tow. He had a big shunt to the inside wall.
And I'm reading at him that he has a meatball, and I'm afraid that his night might be over. I'm afraid.
Broden making his SAAC debut. You're joining us. Want to thank you. Definitely not other important things going on tonight, where a bunch of people determine their future for the next 4 years and even longer in Detroit right now. So, definitely nothing important going on there with Caleb Williams going #1 overall. Big shock. Still waiting to see where J.J. McCarthy is going, as I'm a big Michigan Wolverine fan and, the national champs. But appears we're waiting for the Chicago Bears to announce who they're taking. But want to give a big shout out to Martin PC. Those guys are super awesome, and if you are in the market for a gaming PC, whether it's for sim racing or for other gaming, head to martinpc.com. And maybe you're not even in the market for a PC, but maybe a sim rig or some other computer accessories. They've got those too. Give them a check out. That is martinpc.com, MARDON, PC.com. Brian Haynes, he'll take care of you.
Okay, that was very funny how you said that the Bears are picking, because I legit was actually way behind, and I just came to the realize that the Falcons just picked Michael Penix Jr. Okay, that's something I didn't have on the bingo card.
So, I'm actually not watching the draft. I just have the NFL.com pulled up on my phone, and so it just says pick is in for the Bears and Jets on the clock, and it's just been sitting like that for a while. So either Roger Goodell is extremely slow. I know a lot of you guys will find that funny, or something is. Oh well, now it's the Vikings, and let me tell you, the Vikings were predicted to take J.J. McCarthy. They were predicted to trade up and take J.J. McCarthy. They didn't. I think they did trade up, but I'm wondering if that's it. Anyway, we're 1 to green.
Forget football.
Yeah, we're 1 to green here.
Viking McCarthy. Anyways.
Really? Is that serious?
No, I just think it's gonna happen.
Okay. Okay. So pace car gonna come in to the safety of pit road, and green flag, green flag.
Looked like Jordan Kuntz tried to time the restart there a little bit and had to check up just a slight bit. Lorenzo's going to get the advantage there.
Looks like Reeves is going to roll the outside here. He's going to clear Kuntz going in the middle of 1 and 2. He's going to be all over our leader, Brian Lorenzo, at the moment.
Great run there for Andretti Robinson outside of Kuntz. He's going to take that. Try and roll against Ollie Reeves. Couldn't get there. Here comes Brett Bennett, though, to follow the 45.
Yeah, Brett Bennett. Oh man.
Andretti got there this time, but Ollie didn't know that.
And here comes Andretti again, going low. He's going to challenge Reeves for position as he almost gets in the back of Lorenzo.
Shot the one up the hill a little bit off corner exit.
And Andretti Robinson going to take the race lead. Well, tried to.
Miles is flying through the field. He's using the top. He just passed 4 cars in 1 corner.
What?
Hey, what?
You're not kidding. He is absolutely on rails right now.
Yeah, I'm watching on the spotter cam, and he just flew by 4 cars on the bottom. He's all over Brett Bennett now. There he goes, flying right by Lorenzo, who is just stopped.
He checks up the whole field behind him as now there's just a bit of a gaggles. Reeves goes to the outside, and Mahomes going to follow Reeves.
Well, right now, Brett Bennett, the lovable loser, not the Chicago Cubs, he is looking to take the lead from Andretti Robinson. Side by side out of 4. 2. I tried.
Meanwhile, in the back, Brian Lorenzo still has bleeding spots as Jordan Kuntz is trying to get around him on the bottom here as they are just stacked up a little bit here in the back.
Here comes Brett again, trying to do something on the inside this time. Not able to do it.
I think he knows the best place to pass is on the top, but, you know, we saw that opening run. Jordan Kuntz held back, and then just immediately his car just turned on. He's able to fly past everybody. Right now, Kuntz, though, back in 8th. He's got to be careful.
But because of where Lorenzo had with his issue.
And Michael Walls side by side with Shaki Tarpley. This is for 10th. Try to look to the outside of Reeves. And look who is in 3rd place, fighting for the race lead with Brett Bennett and Andretti Robinson.
You just took the words out of my mouth. I was about to say, how did he get up here? He took more tires and I'm sure more damage repair on this most recent caution, Josh. So a little bit of a different strategy here for Luke Mahone, trying to use the most out of those freshies despite what happened earlier.
Unfortunately for him, as they almost go 3 wide for a moment, he's kind of got nowhere to go as both lanes are kind of clogged up at the moment. As Brett Bennett's looking low at Andre Robinson, as all Mahone can do is just kind of follow either lane, as it looks like he's going to get by Brett here at the moment around the top, trying to challenge him for 2nd.
I would not want to be in Luke Mahone's shoes right now. I'm having deja vu to what happened last time the leaders got all racy, Josh.
This is just absolutely insane as Robinson tried to hold off Mahone. They moved up, both of them.
Mahone's running a much higher line than Robinson is, able to carry a little more momentum, but just can't quite get to his inside there on Andre Robinson.
Side by side, a little bit further behind. That was Roberts and Walls for a moment. Now Walls once again trying to get to the outside. He does. They will be side by side off 2 and down the back straightaway. And give the position to Walls.
You notice there, Brett Bennett just jumped to the top there. He's going to be protecting that top because he knows that the top is the preferred lane so far here, as it's pretty hard to make a pass on the bottom of the connections here at Bristol, as really it looks like Brett's just going in defensive mode because he knows Mike is better than him, but he's just kind of holding the top as he gives Walls the top here, and it's going to get a big run off of Brett here off the corner, and he's going to get the door shut on him.
Yeah, and he opened it right back for him.
Now put Micah Walls P3. And he might not be done.
No.
While this is happening, guys, just want to check out the stage ended on lap 80. Of course, no cautions for stage ends here in the Coast to Coast Cup Series. So Andretti Robinson with a stage win.
Side by side battle. between Rivera's and Lorenzo.
Meanwhile, up front, Michael Walls has gotten by Luke Mahone for second as he's trying to make his way around the lap car of Brady Floyd here.
Oh, the 3 wide further back with Kuntz, Lorenzo, and Rivera's. They're still going to be 3 wide through the center of the corner, but Rivera's is going to clear them both.
This is going to be a big problem.
Oh! Wow!
He saves it. There's 3 wide at the moment. And keep it going.
Cody lost a lot of time there, but he had to without making a much worse situation.
These guys all now single file as they are getting around Brady Floyd. Lorenzo looks underneath Brett Bennett.
Looked like Cody Webster maybe a little contact there with Brady Floyd getting around the 20s. Webster tried to attack on Rivera's as Lorenzo and Bennett continue to duke side by side. And don't look now, battle for the lead is on. Michael Walls has caught Andretti Robinson and driven away from Luke Mahone.
Walls taking a peek to the outside. Huge run. Goes to the inside. But that run on exit, not good enough as things stand, but he is flying.
I mentioned Luke Mahone falling out of the picture. He has been passed by Lorenzo and now Kuntz as he is in the middle of this battle now. Rivera's to the inside and flies right by.
A little bump there between Mahone and Rivera's.
I think it's starting to be a bit clear as the run goes on how Lorenzo, Kuntz, and Rivera's, these guys, they kind of sandbagged early on the run as we saw them just lose a bunch of spots in the restart. They must have sandbagged pretty hard on their tires because now they're starting to kind of catch up a little bit with 1-2 as all 3 of those guys just ran 14.9s as Walls and Dre ran 15.1s. So it's only a matter of time possibly before those back 3 and 3, 4, 3rd, 4th, and 5th catch out our top 2.
And it is official, J.J. McCarthy to the Vikings. To Lorenzo. He is running that bottom line. Gets right up to Michael Walls. Kuntz. Right in the footsteps of Lorenzo. Lorenzo underneath Walls. Kuntz also underneath Walls.
Kuntz had an opportunity to make it 3 wide there. Didn't really pounce at all. Don't think it would have been a wise move either. Pretty soon this 4-car battle for the lead is going to become 5 cars because Cody Rivera is running this pack down.
Well, I'm just going to look low to the inside here and just see if he can get past Andre Robinson here going into 1.
He was ahead at the line. A great turn too. Battle for second, gonna keep on going as they catch a lap car here.
Oh, Kuntz!
Oh,
no!
no!
Down goes Kuntz!
Dreddy Robinson's gonna stay right there as they came together, trying to pass Brady Floyd, guys.
Take a look at the replay. Brady Robinson just now rolling.
A very tough break there for Jordan Kuntz there, as it looked like Jerry Robinson was trying to react a little bit to the lapper ahead with Brady Floyd, and you just, or maybe he also got a little bit loose there off the corner, and he just got into Kuntz, and Kuntz looks like he has some substantial nose damage after that incident.
I didn't hear quite what Andretti said out over the radio. He apologized quite a few times to Jordan. I couldn't make out if he was saying he was trying to get in line behind him or he was just trying to slow it out. But he said he did not want to make it 3 wide at all with Brady there. So that's what happened on the front straightaway. It just ran out of room and space when the closing rate's so fast here.
Jordan Kuntz going to pull into his box. A lot of damage to fix up on that 27 machine, but we've seen it before where a driver can, you know, climb back up to the front. Not a lot of cars in this, and right now, 2 are out, Fleury and Bonsack.
And we have a new race leader. Cody Webster took just right sides on this pit stop, guys.
I'm a little bit surprised with that by the looks of how tires just kind of been falling off a little bit over the course of a long run. Maybe Webster got a good look at his tires last time and felt like the lefts were good enough that he could try this out. So it's going to be Cody Webster, Brian Lorenzo, Ollie Reeves, Cody Rivera's, Luke Mahone, top 5 at the pick, or choose cone, that is. Adam's pick currently leading the race. Mine is 3rd on the outside row. That is Luke Mahone. Mikey wasn't here when we did picks, but pace car is in. Lorenzo holding way back. Green flag. How about Brett Bennett? Up to 3rd.
That was a very unorganized restart pretty much from the entire field, guys. But yeah, Josh, you mentioned Brett Bennett wheeling up to 3rd right now. See if he can take advantage of Ollie Reeves right here going to turn 1. He's going to stay in line behind the 31. But a great run off of turn 2.
And Brett, he's committed to that bottom line. I'm wondering if he's been learning something as this run has continued to go on. I think we've got somebody around in the back. We do. Caution is out. I can't tell who it is. Declan George.
Declan George.
I saw a car get loose right ahead of Jordan Coots.
He got more than loose on the back straightaway. Had some help after the fact with Larry Miles, unfortunately, and I think Wyatt Roberts also tagged him.
Man, guys, looking back at it, I have no idea how Jordan Coots got away with that one scot-free like he did. It looks for sure that he was going to get involved, but upon replay, I don't think he made any contact at all with Declan George there from that incident, and I don't know how he didn't.
There might have been very minimal. Let's see if we can take a ride on board. That is not the camera I want to show you guys.
Ooh, I don't know. I don't think so. It's close.
Oh my goodness. I don't know, guys.
Do you think Coots needs a new pair of underwear after that?
Maybe.
I would say that's more than likely.
There was either netcode contact or very minimal, because I did see sparks fly. One more time. Can we get... I don't see a bumper view, but I do have a gearbox view we can try. Just so tough to tell. The 116 laps complete here at Bristol. 134 to go. And this is only caution number 4. These guys doing a great job. We're about ready to go back green. It's going to be Webster on the bottom, Reeves on top. Green flag. Reeves looking to the outside of Webster. And I got to wonder if that's the 4 tires compared to the 2. Brett Bennett, he's out there.
In the back, though, they almost went 3 wide between Mahone, Chartley, and Kuntz, as Kuntz just gets by Mahone for position.
Jordan Kuntz, P7. The nose on that 27 does look a whole lot better than it did about 20 laps ago. But, oh yeah, Brett Bennett, he is the race leader. And we are not halfway yet, so if the rain does come down, we will restart. Who am I kidding? It doesn't rain on ovals. Cody Rivera's up here, P4. Jordan Kuntz. Go ahead, Mikey.
I was just going to say, Jordan Kuntz is going to get on by Trevor Burns as Rivera's going to put the block on him off the floor, protecting the top.
Not going to continue running the top though through the corner. He ran the middle lane, opened it right up for Kuntz to get an amazing run down the back straightaway. Going to clear the 36 here into 4.
Pick off Webster here once he gets to him, and he's there.
Kuntz with a combination of a little bit pressured tires and using that high line, maybe some more aggression to get back up front, get that track position back that he's lost. But Brett Bennett, a 1.5 second lead over Ollie Reeves.
Yeah, he's flying right now. He's running some of the fastest laps on the track other than Jordan Kuntz, and putting a pretty sizable lead, like you mentioned, Josh. One of the biggest leads, if not the biggest we've seen all night tonight, is Webster. Big moment off of turn 4 racing against Trevor Burns and Cody Rivera's. And Rivera's is going to check up a little bit off of 2, stack these guys up.
Right now, Brett Bennett is praying for rain to fall down, have this race go red flag, and the rain never stop.
One thing I'd be doing right now if I was Brett Bennett is to manage my stuff. You built up this big of a gap right now on the field. Just manage your stuff. They got to run you down. Manage your stuff. Do not go out there and blow your tires off. Manage your stuff.
To your point, Mikey, he has brought down his pace a little bit to equal the pack behind him.
And it is helping that Ollie Reeves is keeping Jordan Kuntz behind him.
I think in Kuntz's mindset right now, he's just kind of following Reeves right now because he kind of knows Reeves is backing his pace up a little bit here, banking on this going longer in the run, and trying to bank on that he saves better than our race leader Brett Bennett.
One guy not backing down, that's Brian Lorenzo. Here he comes, trying to challenge up here. Lorenzo is making absolute big-time speed. Slowed down a little bit. Now big stack up behind him. Rivera's.
Oh, and Mahone got into Burns, and Burns almost turned Webster's. Burns just lost a good bit of spots there. Go ahead, Adam.
He was still saving that car halfway on the back straightaway after what happened in turn 1. Gonna clear himself off the nose of Luke Mahone after that move. But Trevor Burns trying to cooperate after that. Trying to now take advantage of the 77 who we mentioned on a little bit older left side tire. As these guys are just stacked up right now behind Ollie Reeves.
Yeah, Ollie is loving this, having everybody behind him except Brett Bennett. Nobody else loving this, though.
Oh, trouble!
Darpley!
Off the front nose of Webster. Great save from Shockey.
Oh,
as now up
Darpley!
front, though, in this pack.
Darpley once again has issues. Saves it.
Meanwhile, Ollie Reeves, was leaning on Jordan Kuntz into turn 1, trying not to let him stay side by side. He's not going to be able to win that battle. Kuntz to second as they catch the lap car of Wyatt Roberts.
Brett Bennett's already gotten around his teammate Wyatt Roberts, put him a lap down. Roberts playing it on the bottom. Kuntz going to have to go around on the outside. Reeves does the same. Rivera's as well follows suit.
Reeves is going to have a great run on the back straightaway. He used the top there to get around Roberts. Doesn't stay up there, though. Thought he was going to continue to use that momentum and maybe recatch Kuntz, but going to commit to the bottom. Cody Rivera's behind him. Not going to do that, though. Brian Lorenzo going to get held up by Wyatt Roberts. A little bit of a check up there as Lorenzo is stacked up behind 2 lappers right now. Going to lose a spot to Trevor Burns because of that.
How about Brady Floyd.
Brady Floyd is back on the lead lap, actually.
Yeah, he was lapped down on 2 different occasions. Now he's in the top 5.
Robert still holding up Brian Lorenzo, though. He finally bounces to the top.
Oh, Brady Floyd almost pinches Traver Burns on exit there, trying to maintain 5th and defend it from Traver.
Oh, wow. Oh, contact!
Oh!
Caught Webster. It's thankfully somehow only going to be those two.
And I think that might be the end of Mahone's night, as he's lost the front nose and he has a meatball.
Looked like it was contact with Lorenzo into the back of Traver Burns, guys.
Yeah, and that just got Burns squirrely and up into Mahone.
And Cody Webster, nowhere to go, but a lot of guys are very lucky only involved in 77.
Brett Bennett, race leader. Pit road is going to be open this time, and I believe it's going to be busy. It's race leader Brett Bennett. Never thought I'd say that before. Brings him down pit road. And everybody not named Declan George that's on lead lap comes down pit road. The other cars on track you see are lap down cars. Lee Mahone, Wyatt Roberts, and Dreddy Robinson, the other 3. Let's see if we see any strategy play out. We saw 2 tires earlier. And Brett Bennett, he wanted to keep that track position. 6.1 seconds. Everybody else, 4 tires.
I think this man also may have made a mistake, because he just exclaimed over the radio, "I am an idiot." I think he may have just taken fuel only, Josh, unless I'm not mistaken. I don't think I saw tires go up on that thing. No, I don't think Brett.
Yeah, I just took another look, Mikey, myself. The jack never went up, and he just confirmed on the all-team radio he never had tires checked.
A huge blow. I mean, not really at the moment because he's going to get the lead, but once we go green, he's going to fall off a cliff. And it's going to be rough here. It's going to be about everyone trying to potentially dodge Brett here after that mistake on pit road, as that's definitely going to cost him the lead here, as he may be able to hold for a little bit, but he's going to be in trouble here.
We are going to be 1 to green. Brett takes the top. Kuntz on the bottom. We know Kuntz has really been saving his stuff early on. Brett's been aggressive. Started to do a great job saving, though, that time. But on much older tires than everybody else. This is going to be interesting. Rivera's and Reeves in row 2. Reeves up on the bumper. Green flag back out. Let's see how long Bennett can hold on.
A lot of guys tight on each other through the field here, through the corners.
Ollie Reeves going to put the crossover.
He tried to
put the crossover, but instead gave him a bump on the front straightaway as he's going to try to take another stab at Brett here.
I think Brett wants to hold the bottom. And Reeves going to hold the bottom until he gets another shot at Brett Bennett. Brett's doing a great job right now.
Entire field is running the bottom lane right now, something we haven't seen all night. Ollie with a great run, though. He's going to take it right to the top, though, as you mentioned, Mikey.
And Ollie Reeves. He's going to get clear of Brett Bennett's new race leader. It is that 31 machine.
And I think now that I was gonna say now Jordan Good's gonna drive around as pretty good, just put a block on Cody Rivera's for position right behind this gaggle.
Right now, I think what Brett needs is about a 20-lap run. And then a caution to come out. See, he is...
Brady Floyd around the outside of Kuntz up front, trying to challenge Ollie Reeves now.
Brady Floyd, a man on a mission. Twice, he was down the lap. Now he is in P2.
Yeah, he had a very, very rough start of the really rough first half of this race. I think he got involved in 2 separate incidents without cautions flying since he was by himself towards the back of the field. As we see one car bail off the track there just in front of these leaders, as he's now going to be challenged again from Kuntz as we are under caution.
Was,
Broden Fleury, and I think he stopped on track, which caused the yellow. He told he was out of the way, but that must have registered the caution, guys.
Right there, he gets back out on track after being in the pits and just didn't turn.
And he did the right thing. He got out of the way. It was close, a little bit too close for comfort, but he was out of the way, guys, and towed off the racetrack. But iRacing, since such a narrow front straightaway here, I guess registers that as the track still.
It's just so confusing because that's the apron. And we have seen things just not get called that have been down there. I don't think Broden Fleury did anything wrong. Some may
Brett
say
Bennett is a big winner here because he's going to open pit, go down pit road, even though I don't think it's open though, Josh.
it is open. Other drivers come down.
Well, okay, it's lights on.
I was gonna say, real quick. Some may say one thing Fleury did wrong was getting back out on track, but you know, I mean, getting experience, being out there, there's nothing wrong with that. You hate to be the guy to bring out the caution for you know, causing something stupid, but I don't see anything wrong with that.
Honestly, that's the right thing he should have done, though. Like, what else would they have wanted him to do? Does iRacing want him to sail it into the corner with a broken car?
Other than,
like,
I mean,
on the flat?
obviously he had trouble getting into the corner, so it might have been hard for him to even get down pit road. I don't know. I mean, I'm not an admin of this series like I am on Saturday nights and as a commentator as well. You know, I can't tell you what the admins are going to deem that, but if I were to admin this series, I mean, Fleury is just an unfortunate victim of some weird caution. I don't...
Absolutely, I agree, Josh. If he goes into 2-1 and stops way off into the asphalt way down there on the what is actually the apron, if that's what they're going to classify it as, since we had a car wreck down there earlier with no caution, in the corner, that is. The car wouldn't have went down there, would have broke again by the time he got down there, especially on the flat, and probably would have took someone else out with him.
I don't know. I mean, this is a terrible debut for Broden Fleury. And again, I mean, this caution is nothing of his doing. Broden, I'm on your side, man. I'm so sorry. That's unfortunate. But anyway, we are 1 to green. Ollie Reeves going to restart on the outside of row 1. Jordan Kuntz taking the inside. So let's see how this goes. Brett Bennett restarting all the way back in, looks like the outside line. Green flag.
Reeves gets a pretty good jump here from Kuntz as Floyd is going to go to the outside of Rivera's for P3.
Brady, one in turn 2, and he's going to continue to use that top as Cody Rivera's got a little uneasy off of 4. Trevor Boone's going to follow Brady Floyd through there.
Right now, I think everybody is just wanting track position for when a caution comes out. If another caution comes out. Ronso gets around Kuntz. Brett Bennett is on the high side.
He's on slightly fresher tires. It's not a huge difference, but he's on a little bit better tires than these guys around him, and he's trying to make the most of them while he can as he has a bottom ball off of 2.
Looked like, in front of him, Floyd got loose off corner. Boone's going to attack, but with Brett last lap down the back straightaway, it looks like Lorenzo wanted to clear high, take that position away from Brett, but too late. Brett was there, as Brett is now going to be all over the back of Traber Burns off the turn 4, getting around Brady Floyd. Traber ducks to the bottom, try and swing something on Ollie Reeves, can't do anything.
Woo! Loose!
Check up for them all.
Yeah!
Brett was wobbling through 1 and 2, and he's going to get clear for second as Burns stacks the bottom for a moment there as everyone gets away for now.
Brady Floyd going back between lanes, getting a shot from Jordan Kuntz, getting an approach from Cody Rivera's into both corners.
Ollie Reeves block side, tries blocking low. Bennett's there.
Ooh.
Reeves clears.
I'll say this from Ollie Reeves, I'd be careful on my number of blocks. As throw 1 too many, you're going to get yourself dumped as Brett's going to put the bumper to Reeves off of 4.
I've seen Brett be strong on the bottom.
Oh, this contact!
He's been so many saves!
And look at Ramirez! Michael Walter around in the background! Cody Ramirez was 5th place when that lap started.
So, I hope you guys have seen, because I'm going to reference it, the Busch Series race at Nashville that Michael Waltrip won like 20 years ago, because that's exactly what we just saw recreated. Except none of them wrecked, except Micah somehow.
Oh, with Wyatt Roberts.
Jeez. That's going to be in the highlight films for a while for how that just happened. I mean, jeez, what a
It
move
was just
there.
a chain reaction through the field for this crash, Mikey.
I'm sorry, but we're gonna... Wait a minute.
Yeah, we have to look at like all of this over again,
Yeah,
Josh.
yeah. I'm
Well,
bored
it's-
with Cody Rivera's here. Let's try that again without a ticker in the way. Let's see here. You just see, I mean, Brett with the fresher tires just able to get into the corner so much better than Reeves. Reeves just became a ping pong ball. And then once again, I do want to... We did already take a look at the replay with Wyatt Roberts and Michael Walls, but just once again from a different angle here, you see just all the stack-ups and just calamity.
So now, following that scuffle, we're going to have Rivera's taking the lead with Brett Bennett second after giving the bumper to Reeves. And somehow the whole field didn't wreck except for Michael Walls at the very back. And we probably have a little bit of beef simmering here after that one.
Beef. What's for dinner?
300.
Maybe for some of these guys. Juice going, Brett. He takes the bottom with Rivera's going to the top. Pretty Floyd also to the top behind race leader Rivera's. Coots will be behind Brett Bennett. Robinson top. Tarpley bottom. Ollie Reeves top. Ronzo bottom. And we're going to restart with a nice 69 laps to go here in the Bristol 200? 250? I don't know. But here at Bristol, green flag back out, and of course...
Oh, no.
Brett Bennett got a bad restart as Brady Floyd just blew the doors off him, and Jordan Kuntz is just about to do this. Brett fights back on Floyd going into 3 and takes it right back.
Remember,
Floyd
Brett
had a really bad corner exit.
Remember, Brett also still does have pressure tires on these guys.
Webster in the back nearly just spun off a 4. He keeps it straight.
Closing in on the race lead, Brett Bennett. Still lots of battling going on as Ollie Reeves to the outside of Webster. And now trying to get to the outside of Tarpley.
Yes, Jockey just lost a spot to Andretti Robertson on the bottom, and he looks very unhappy running that bottom lane right now. Another big moment off of 2 as Webster to his outside now. Just ahead of these guys, as Webster goes side-by-side with Reeves, is going to be Brian Lorenzo side-by-side with Jordan Kuntz for the 4th position.
Lorenzo to drive right on by.
For the lead, though, Brett is all over the bumper of Rivera's as he's going low.
Rivera's wants that high line. Brady Floyd running that high line. Older tires, but this actually is giving him a lot more speed.
Speaking of the highline, Cody Webster in 4th place is mowing through the field using that same line. Just got through the gaggle of traffic, 4th on back. Now taking that 4th spot and running this trio of cars down quickly.
Webster on the same tires as Brett Bennett. Rivera's and Floyd, 42 laps ago is when they came down pit road. Floyd gave a shot to Bennett. But the battle is on behind him with Webster and Floyd.
Both using the top lines here. This is going to be very dicey, Mikey.
Indeed, I'm surprised that Brett hasn't jumped up to the top to try to defend Floyd, because Brett's done a great job so far of rolling the bottom, as Webster's going to go low on Floyd for 3rd here, as Floyd's going to get the momentum off barely without hitting the fence, as Brett's pulling away a little bit as these guys dice it for 3rd.
I think this
That's a good point. Sorry, Josh. Real quick, that was a good point about Brett being defensive because he has been one of the most defensive drivers all night tonight. One of the first ones to really defend that top side as his battle for third continues to be a bloodbath here.
Honestly, I think Brett is honestly making the smart decision here. Being patient. He's running that bottom. He knows he has fresher tires than Rivera's.
Oh, Webster almost gets in the Floyd off of the exit. Yeah, I know, Adam. It was tight off the exit, too.
He's just allowing these three to catch him. Lorenzo, Kuntz, and Robinson are just running these two down because they are just going at it corner after corner. Again!
Side by side.
It's great racing, but it's slowing these two down as Webster's going to try and hang on his door there. Holy cow. Oh, that was a close clear.
Goodness. Webster almost dumped Floyd going into one as here comes Lorenzo and Kuntz as Webster. No. Oh, they almost crashed. What? I don't believe what I just saw. They just saved it. They about crashed as Floyd's going to lose positions to Kuntz and Webster, and it's going to be on the bottom as Robinson gets by on the top.
Well, it's not over yet. Kuntz is going to be all over the back of Webster here. Webster's tires have to be angry, just as angry as Floyd as he is getting drop kicked.
Going to try to make a rally here against Brett Bennett and potentially Cody Rivera's here. He played it very patient on that restart, backing up his tires a lot, and now he's kind of thinking it's go time now after backing off early in the run.
And this is why I was saying, you're Brett, I think you're making the great decision being patient here. Although he is losing time to Cody Rivera, is he saving? Does he know that Jordan Kuntz, great job on saving, and eventually tires are going to equal out? Is that also the case? Tires have equaled out, so despite the fact that Brett has a little bit fresher tires. Is that affecting him? Could the damage from getting into Ollie Reeves be affecting him?
Last time by, Kuntz ran a 14.8 to Brett running a 15 flat. So, I don't know. Kuntz is definitely a lot quicker than Brett at this moment here. He just ran a 14.7 last time by, Kuntz did, as Brett ran a 14.9, as Kuntz is the fastest of the top three that time by. Oh, once again, Kuntz put down another 14.7. The two ahead of him put a 15 flat. Kuntz is on the hustle.
Ryan Lorenzo faster yet. He has been matching Kuntz lap times, lap by lap, and he has been going faster the last couple, Mikey. 14.6. As these two have caught Brett for second.
Brett's staying with that bottom line. Kuntz going to go around the outside. Lorenzo right there as well.
Kuntz and Lorenzo power right by. Sorry, Josh. Right around for second and third.
They both were able to get around Brett Bennett. Now Lorenzo's staying with that outside line.
Both Kuntz and Lorenzo are smelling blood in the water right now, as both of them know they're faster than our race leader, Cody Rivera is.
And they are closing in quick. Meanwhile, they're battling between themselves, too.
The curious thing I'm wondering from this is that Rivera's defensive run the top, as he's going to be forcing Kuntz and Lorenzo to both run the
Kuntz
bottom.
got the wall.
Yes, Kuntz hit the wall right there, as that's going to slow down their progress just a tad, as Lorenzo's going to look low here, try to use Rivera's as a pick, but it's not really going to work there, as Lorenzo loses a bunch of time off exit.
Oh, Kuntz.
Catching.
Kuntz gets underneath.
Inside here.
Rivera's. He's going to get past Rivera's. Crossover.
Ambitious.
That was
He made it work, though.
crossover, but it ain't going to be enough. Now, here comes Lorenzo as well, gets past Rivera's.
Rivera's got way too loose there to keep the car straight. They're going to go by Luke Mahone, who's 20 laps down now.
Side by side. Lorenzo, he's loose.
He's gonna lose it.
Oh, look, Mahone, little bit of contact behind them with Rivers, excuse me.
Luke Mahone making it real hard for Rivera to pass.
Still hasn't done it yet.
Last time Brian Lorenzo had a better lap as he's side by side with Kuntz going into 3 and 4 here. As Kuntz is going to ride the fence here and is going to get clear off of 4 here.
It's going to be so difficult for Lorenzo to do anything if Kuntz keeps hogging the top, but that's what Kuntz has to do. That's the fast line right now.
That may be true, but he is sacrificing tire wear, but Lorenzo moves up there. On the other hand, they're catching a gaggle of cars. Floyd, George, Webster, just ahead.
I don't know how they saved it. Michael Walls bounced into Luke Mahone as they were trying to pass Cody Rivera's, and it's just a mess behind them.
Meanwhile, Kuntz is kind of trapped behind these 2 lappers as he's going to try to stick it through the middle as Declan George lets him go. As he's going to roll the bottom on Cody Webster as Lorenzo gets by Webster as well, as that was a little bit of a hairy moment between the top 2.
So we see what happened to the 20 and the 77 after they were really hard-fought battle earlier. They have just plummeted through the field. Their tires are begging for mercy here.
Jordan Kuntz, fastest car on track that last time by Lorenzo, though, right there with him. Lorenzo staying on the bottom. 28 laps to go here at Bristol. 74 lap old tires for Kuntz and Lorenzo.
You gotta wonder that if Lorenzo potentially can get to Kuntz, will he use the bumper to get around him? Will he try to, will he try to get a little dirty with it? Will he try to move him out of the way for the lead? Will he try to, if he can get close enough?
He's gonna try to rattle his cage.
Thing is, he's just got to get close enough to make it work.
Lorenzo a little bit quicker that last time by. Lorenzo staying with the bottom. Kuntz up there wearing the tires out, heating them up. Lorenzo, he moves up to the top. I think this is the best battle we have seen anybody give to Jordan Kuntz so far this season.
Notice as Laurent just trying to keep his nose as clean as he can to avoid that dirty air, to keep in close with Kuntz the best he can.
Gonna drop to the bottom in 1 and 2 and lose all that momentum down the straightaway. Back to the top here in 3 and 4.
See Lorenzo just not as aggressive through the corners. Where Kuntz is just holding that high line.
Oh, he almost got into Kuntz in the middle of 3 and 4. He almost put these guys get by lap traffic here. As Mahone's going to block Kuntz, they're going to be 3 wide and they're going to door each other for the lead as Kuntz still takes it away from Lorenzo.
Alrighty then.
Very, very aggressive from Jordan Kuntz. How bad do you think he wants it? This is going to be an amazing battle because Lorenzo definitely didn't give up an inch there at all. Neither one of these guys want to lose this race this long into the night.
Here comes more of it right in front of them with lap
side by side. Larry Myers, Brady Floyd. Could be interesting. They're going to get clear, but just as they catch him.
Oh, Floyd in the wall. Lorenzo was looking underneath. There, Miles on the bottom.
Kuntz was very fortunate that he did not get turned when he got into Brady Floyd there. That was super close contact there off of turn 3.
He tried to slice in between the 30 and the 20. Wasn't enough room to the 20, obviously. Like you mentioned, Mikey, very lucky those are going to catch Shockey Topley now in 3 and 4. I don't think that's the line they expected Shockey to run.
Oh, Kuntz doesn't... Oh, Kuntz, they're 3 again! And they,
hard
they
contact!
somehow made it!
Lorenzo's going to ship it in, though. He put the nose to him. Doesn't have any traction, though, on the straightaway.
10 more, boys.
10 laps to go here at Bristol, the last great Coliseum. These guys are battling like gladiators.
Last car in the lead lap, Brett Bennett is 2 seconds up the road from him. It's going to be interesting if they get to him in time in these last 8 laps.
Last time by, the Lears were 4/10 quicker, so it might come into play, possibly here. We're running out of time here for second place Brian Lorenzo to make a move here, as he's got to get up to him if he wants to make a move on him.
Kuntz has won 6 of the last 7 races. The only one he didn't win in that span, Talladega. He wants another one. He wants to show that he can win anywhere. Lorenzo, though, just challenging hard. As they're coming to 5 to go. Once they get through 3 and 4 here. Kuntz struggling through the center of the corner. All over the back bumper.
He is there, no question.
He's
Will
going to
he
cut
use the
underneath.
bumper?
Side by side down the back straightaway. Lorenzo
Deep.
tries to send it. Kuntz in the wall.
Kuntz got the wall. He's still got the momentum, though.
Kuntz going to send it. Declan George just ahead. Lorenzo clear. Where does he go? He has to go to the bottom.
George in the wall.
2 more.
2 to go here at Bristol. Kuntz is sending it hard into the corner. He's got Brady Floyd right in front of him. Floyd onto the wall. Kuntz is going to get in the wall. Floyd backs it down. More contact. We are still green. Caution. Flag is out. Oh!
He reached nowhere to go. The track
Oh my goodness.
just clogged up, and they just kept wrecking.
Ollie
my
Reeves just absolutely destroyed his front end.
And Ollie is upset.
Jordan Kuntz is a meatball.
Yeah, he has a toe link broken for sure, because that car is crab walking down the track. Oh, he didn't even hardly make it onto pit road.
Wow. Jeez. And if in this situation, I don't think you wanted to be Brian Lorenzo in this. I don't think you wanted to be him in this spot.
He was gone. He was, what, 3 seconds away from getting the white flag maybe when that caution flew?
I'll tell you what, though, it's no question. That was a very long green flag run. It is no question what you do here. It's going to be a green-white checkered. You have to pit here. If you stayed out, you are going to need 8 others to do so, and maybe even then it wouldn't be enough for the guy that pit.
I think we might see a 2-tire strategy possibly thrown into the mix here, possibly. I don't think that's too far out of the question here. Of course you want to go forward, but how about 2?
Rivera's. Roberts. I think they both took 2, because they came out. Rivera's beat Lorenzo. Roberts is going to fall in line in 3rd. I think they both...
8.9 seconds for Roberts. 9.5 for Cody Rivera's.
Shockey Topley is going to take a 2nd trip down pit road, it looks like.
It appears
How in the
Lorenzo
world?
is going to be ahead of Roberts.
How in the world does Ollie Reeves fourth after the front just got caved in with what just happened in turn 3?
That
I
is,
don't think he. Go ahead, Josh.
that is a great question. And his pit stop time? 14.3 seconds.
I think you were right with what you were about to say, Mikey.
Yeah, I don't think he cared about the damage at all because he knows 2 to go that he could care less about it. He just wants to be up there with the shot to just getting the best finish he can and not losing track position.
We saw the chooser. He's going to pick the top along with Lorenzo. Give a little shot to Lorenzo there on the back straightaway. Going to be interesting with these two, though. It's another bump there on the back straightaway.
Who is going to win it? Will we have another green-white checkered? Pace car is in. It's overtime here at Bristol. Green flag back out. How about Michael Walls?
Lorenzo did not get a great restart there.
Lorenzo's going to be on the top, though. Huge run for Lorenzo.
Oh, around goes Walls in the back. They're wrecking. They're
Huge
still
wreck.
going.
The white flag is out. We're going to keep going. And Lorenzo, a huge run, but it's not going to be enough. Through 3 and 4. Go Lorenzo's back in victory lane. Brian Lorenzo second.
As Michael Walls is going to end the first race of the playoffs upside down on pit road. Here in the final moments at Bristol, Josh, I don't think we, top of the show, we predicted a lot of hot tempers, but I don't think we could have predicted something like this.
This was wild. This was straight up wild.
Like always, we're going to walk away from Bristol with a lot of drama on our hands.
So, is there a full moon out?
I thought I saw one last night. Maybe.
And I'm looking at the replay from that crash going into turn 1, and that was just a lot happening, really. Looks like Reeves, no, not even. It was Lorenzo's just in the wall trying to get something started. A little bit of chain reaction down into Roberts, who bounces into Micah. Nowhere for Micah to go. Gets shot in the wall, and has to really nothing other to do than clear himself back up the track because it's Bristol. You got nowhere to go, and leaves him in a violent crash to end this night.
Take a look back at the replay. Yeah, that's just wild there. Micah ended up getting up 4 wheels, though.
Declan George came back around after the checkered and flipped him over.
There were miles there, touched him. Right here. There it is. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our unofficial race results. In Cutter Rivers with our race win, Brian Lorenzo second, Ollie Reeves third, Wyatt Roberts fourth, Shaki Tarpley, he finishes in fifth. Adam?
Andretti Robinson is going to be classified 6th tonight, with Brett Bennett back on the lead lap in 7th. Larry Myers, last of those lead lap finishers tonight when it was all said and done, in 8th. Michael Walls, with his incident, were not finished to 9th. Traber Burns also involved with 10th place finish, rounding out our top 10 finishers tonight. Mikey?
P11 we had Declan George. P12 we had Jordan Kuntz finishing there. Cody Webster finished P13 with Brady Floyd finishing 14th and Luke Mahone finishing out tonight in 15th.
Roden Fleury, unfortunate circumstances for him. 205 laps down, finishes 16th. Zachary Bonsack finishes in 17th. Ellis Wells was race control. Did not race. Let's go ahead and talk to our top 3. We are going to, if Discord works for me, there we go. We're going to go to Mikey, who has our 3rd place finisher.
I'm down here on pit road with our 3rd place finisher, Ollie Reeves. Ollie, just describe us for how your race went tonight and just kind of what ensued.
Oh man, just up and down speed all day. I was trying to learn my car early in the run. Like, first 150 laps, I saved too much. I lost too much time. The last laps, I thought I was saving it perfectly until I got spun around by Brett. I had to overcome some adversity. You know, my tires were definitely worn and hot after that. To drive from 9th to 3rd before that caution was pretty good.
What more on that restart do you think you needed to have there to be able to challenge Rivera's for the race win on that 2-lap shootout?
Not pick the outside. I thought Wyatt was going to pick the outside, and he kind of tricked me out. Got the outside. But overall, there's really nothing much I could do right there other than maybe, like, pick the inside or get lucky on 2 tires.
Well, you were able to come away with a 3rd place finish tonight to start the playoffs. Not a bad way to start off. Who you got to thank for your result tonight? Sponsors, team, shoutouts, anyone?
Definitely thank Adria, you know, for letting me be on the team, and, you know, you guys for broadcasting.
That is our 3rd place finisher for tonight, Ollie Reeves. Thank you, Ollie. I believe that Adam has our 2nd place finisher for tonight, Brian Lorenzo.
Hey Brian, this guy's up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Not much. Well, it was a wired first race of the playoffs for yourself. Talk about the long runs there and the battles we had on the racetrack there tonight amongst yourself.
It was good racing all night, especially towards the end. For our car, we were really good on the long run. Definitely better than the 27, which he's been the best guy all year. So, you know, we chased him down. We saved the tires well. I didn't even save the tires that well, and I was still faster than him. Passed him and just got unlucky. What a caution.
Yeah, it was very unfortunate for your race, of course, and really the way everything devolved in the last couple of laps. What was going through your mind when you're coming through 3 and 4 in that yellow flu, right as you got to Jordan, pretty much, or right around him in that battle?
Just frustration, man, because this guy is racing in a league where everyone here is, like, not his level, and the dude wins by 30 seconds every week he comes. I don't understand how he has fun doing that. No shame to Jordan, but this is a track where I'm really good at. I know I could beat guys like him. Like, I earned it too, and a caution comes out and it's over.
Was there anything you could have done there on that restart? I know 2 guys there lined up in front of you on the older tires. Looked crazy, and it looked like you had a chance there on the last lap, but do you think you could have done anything different yourself right now?
To be honest, it wasn't even on the restart. It was just on pit road. I should have took 2. I listened to my teammates. They said take 4, and that cost us the race. On the restart, though, I mean, there's nothing much I could really do. He's already checked out. I got held up by the 24 in turn 1. He ran up the track, and from there I knew it was done because cold tires here is pretty bad.
Well, when it was all said and done, still a podium finish tonight. Who do you want to shout out and thank, and who gets it done for that #1 car?
Shout out to the EG boys if they watch this race. They're not in the league anymore, but always got carrying the spirit, the EG spirit for Wes and Brennan. Shout out to Adria, of course, for giving me the chance to race today. Of course, thank you to the league owner and race control. I felt like the race control was really good this race. Thank you to you guys for obviously staying up with us and watching the show. I bet that was exciting from the broadcast.
Yeah, it was. Congrats again on the run tonight, Brian. Sorry it wasn't one spot better, but good luck next week at New Hampshire for the second race.
Yep. Thank you guys.
Thanks, Brian. That was our runner-up finisher tonight, Brian Lorenzo, in the #1. Obviously upset with the way that all turned out. I don't know how you couldn't be, but we're going to turn things over to a lot more happier, I presume, driver, who Josh is caught up with.
Back in victory lane, Cody Rivera's. How does that sound?
Well, I don't know if it got covered on the broadcast. I don't know about last week. I don't know about whatever. But what a comeback this week with a win after the tumult of the last 7 days. I mean, come on. I got lucky for once, didn't I, Josh?
You did. And, just to kind of go on with that, I didn't really give a lot of context. I didn't feel like a lot of that was necessary to really be told.
Dude, it was, I'll tell you what, I don't know if you guys watched it on the stream. So my strategy when we had that last restart with like 80 to go was I got the lead. I know how these races usually go. We're going to probably have a caution, 20 to 30 laps left. I should still have enough of a gap to be first or second, give myself track position for the final restart. Well, apparently today, that just never came. So I had murdered my tires, and I was getting passed. I was getting held up by Luke when I was lapping him, and I actually battled Wyatt, who was significantly faster and on significantly better tires for about 20 to 25 laps before the end of the race. And I just held him up and held him up and held him up and wouldn't let him by and wouldn't let him by. And we made a lot of contact. He doored me. Caution comes out. I'm a spot ahead of Wyatt. Wyatt and I both took 2 tires. I came out ahead of Brian. He came out behind Brian. And that, holding him up for those 25 laps, was the win of this race. And we just got lucky enough to be able to play out the strategy.
So this is the first race of the playoffs. Definitely some momentum heading in your way. Who do you have to thank? Sponsors, shout-outs?
Shout out to everyone that showed up again this week after all the drama. I really appreciate the guys showing up. We had a pretty fun Bristol race. I mean, for a short track, it didn't go too bad. There weren't too many tempers, surprisingly. I know there was a couple of guys that were maybe acting on beefs that have kind of built up over the season, but that's what Bristol's for. Other than that, man, shout out to JCTV for always putting on a good show. And yeah, I beat your favorite driver.
Okay, I actually have one more question for you. Thanks to Adam. Thanks to Adam for this.
Okay.
That wreck that happened in front of you where you just went on the outside, 5th to 1st. Mikey said...
I thought I won the race, Josh. I thought I won the race. I saw everyone save it. All the competition was in the wreck. I was like, I won. And then the caution came out. But yeah, that was the little bit of a spark that I needed to kind of get out of the mess. And I thought at the time dictate my own race, and then things kind of fell apart, and then things came back. But yeah, the seas just kind of parted. Those seas don't usually part for me, So it is what it is. We got it done, and I'm super stoked about it.
All right. Well, congrats on the win. I know this one definitely has to feel really good.
Oh, it feels great, Josh.
All right. We'll see you next week, I believe, New Hampshire.
In the Northeast, baby, at New Hampshire. Yeah, first time that SAAC Coast to Coast is going there. in a few years. People that have more or less experience, but should be a good show. I've never actually completed a race in New Hampshire, so wish me luck.
All right. Well, good luck to you. We'll see you next week.
Sounds good, Josh. Thanks, guys.
That was Cody Riveras, your race winner tonight. Adam, Mikey, that one was a whole lot better than I expected out of the Bristol race. 8 cautions tonight over a 256 lap event. 41 total caution laps.
Yeah, at the start of the show, Josh, and the little short pre-race show we were able to do, I thought we were going to be in for a long one with 250 laps on deck at Bristol. Usually never a fun time for broadcasters or really the drivers at that point. It's just a lot of pacing. But we had, as Cody mentioned, a lot of green flag racing there. In not just the last half and the first half as well. A lot of great battles. Whenever we see a full tire stint at Bristol, it's a phenomenal race because that last stint was amazing. We had a lot of different guys on a lot of different strategies, as we heard, running the tires and just using them all up and having to pit under green.
Yeah, I definitely think tonight was excellent to be able to see long green flag runs play out at Bristol, seeing tire wear, seeing comers and goers through the runs. I thought it was excellent to see that. I mean, of course, you can't bring that up without bringing up the end for between Lorenzo and Kuntz there, with these two kind of laying back a little, and then both of them start charging to the front because they saved super hard early in the run while everyone else in front of them kind of burned off their stuff, and they just kind of methodically picked off guys ahead of them before it was just the two of them duking it out between one another on the better tires compared to everyone, while also trying to manage their stuff but fight each other really hard. It was super awesome to see guys duke it up between each other on freshies and old tires.
Well, I think that about does it from us here tonight. First off, you can tune in go to your favorite search bar and go to jctvracing.com for everything JCTV. But our upcoming schedule tomorrow night, the DI9 Design 3R Series is at Auto Club. And that one's going to be fun. That is a playoff race for NAOR. Blazers, they are at Texas for their playoff opener on Saturday. And then we don't have action again on JCTV until Tuesday. Whereas Slide Jawb Racing League, they are in the playoffs at Michigan. You know, that's my favorite track to go to in Sim. Love that track. Looking forward to seeing how the Slide Jawb guys do. And then 1 week from tonight, it is SAAC Coast to Coast Cup Series at New Hampshire. So still plenty of action coming up. You're not going to want to miss any of it. Big shout out to all the fans, the admins, and the drivers. You guys are awesome, as always. And big thanks to Mikey and Adam for joining me in the booth. And on behalf of Michael Kruger and Adam Kuhn and the entire outstanding crew here at JCTV, I'm Joshua Copperl signing off, saying so long, stay safe, and we will see you next time.